Hey guys, welcome to PQ, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians. Today's video is a request by Ted, one of our supporters on Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you for your support and suggestion. This is another Emerson, Lake and Palmer. This called From the Beginning. I actually looked up on the channel and I think we did 3 or 4 ELPs before, so I can put all of them here if you guys want to go check them out. We really like them. I really like progressive rock in general because it really, I think it's the closest to classical music to be, from the structure, the instrumentation, the complexity to it. This one is not that long actually, so I'm curious to see if it's really like progressive rock or it has a different maybe side to it. But nevertheless, let's go.
Don't mean I'm blind. Perhaps there's a thing or two I think of lying in bed I shouldn't have said, but there it is. You see, it's all clear. You are meant to be here.
Wow, this is very different than, at least so far, they're very different than the other songs I've listened to. It's just more, I don't know what other instruments are about to enter the song, but it was interesting to, and very, very beautiful to see the acoustic guitar having most of the role in this song, especially in the intro. That was so beautiful. I feel like that any guitar intro, especially acoustic guitar on its own, it's just like sets the mood so perfectly for like such an intimate song that so far we listened to. So I really enjoy when I hear that.
Yeah, me too. I always enjoy when they use acoustic guitar, especially when they use it as like one of the main instruments that is really bold in the music, and it has like this really plays not like just some chords back to back and like do something repetitive, but really take part in the music and has a line, especially also when they make intro, when the intro is with acoustic guitar. I really enjoy it, and wow, what a bass line.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love that when the bass line is just moving up and down and we can hear it. I feel like that just, the momentum of the song is always different when you hear like a moving bass line stepping up and down. It's just like creates such a flow to the entire song.
From the beginning, maybe I might have changed, not been so cruel, not being such a fool. Whatever was done is done. I just can't recall. It doesn't matter at all. You see, it's all clear. You are meant to be here. From the beginning.
I really love it when they purposely don't give away something in the beginning so that they can give it as a present in the middle of the song or towards the end. I mean, they could use the electric guitar from the beginning, but this solo wouldn't have the effect that it has now if it was from the beginning there, because it was like really acoustic with the acoustic guitar and also the percussion, which was really like traditional music and like really naturey and not primitive, but like really like opposite than electronic
Yeah.
music or like modern music. And then as the electric guitar came, and also the sound of the electric guitar was so special. It was like a blanket was covering it, or it was like so muted, or really, I don't know, really introvert. And as it came, it was like really like something that you wanted through this song, but you didn't even know that you want this. And it was like a really perfect present to give to the audience or the people who are hearing it. And generally until now, it had, I mean, it had the little elements of or at least it reminded me of Spanish music, like a little from time to time. But I have to say that most of the feeling that I get from the song was, I don't know if I'm right, and I'm sure it has something nonsense, but at least in my brain, with the whole acoustic vibe and the notes that the singer was using sometimes, which was really not some usual notes or some melodies that you would expect usually. And also the way that he was singing, like sometimes with a free voice without a vibrato.
Mm-hmm.
And plus all of that, the percussion instrument, it was giving me this feeling of Native American music, or something like really native people music. I don't know why, but it gave me this. That's why the electric guitar had really such a big effect when it was
Interesting.
entered. Yeah.
Wow. What a surprise at the
Wow.
end. Again.
Yeah, until the like first half of the song, before the solo part, it was the feeling that I said. And then as the electric guitar came, I was like, maybe they want to add this more modern, less traditional, or like this electric feeling. They want to add it to the song. But then as it went a little further, I was like, no, the electric part, the electric generally the electric instruments that was added, also like later the synthesizer was, I think it doesn't present the conflict between like the old music and acoustic music and the electric or more newer music. But at least in my interpretation or in my ears, especially with the last things that we heard, it was presenting the spirituality or like some magical things that happen in the that are there in the world or in the nature. Like it was like the first half was like the nature that you see, or for example you go to a nature and that's the things that you see, so woody and so acoustic and so like I don't know, natural. But then there are some magical things or magical energies or something that you cannot see it, but they are there and they are not really earthy. So they showed this kind of magical energies with some other sounds that are not really earthy or like that are not made out of wood or something acoustic. That's why they used electric instruments. And also synthesizer that they used, this sound that was like, I don't know, like the two layers of sounds was on each other. The upper layer or the really higher layer was like this woodwind instrument, like I don't know the name, it's so small. And I've seen it in like really movies with the people who go to take their ships to eat, and then they have this small, really small and high pitched instrument like piccolo, but not piccolo, really like traditional instrument. The higher layer was sounding like that, which is like an acoustic wood instrument, and then the underneath sound had this like exactly like unearthly sound and like really otherworldly sound. And I'm sure, I mean, they used maybe a synthesizer because it was easier and like they didn't have to um, search for the players to play. But I think if they could, they would really bring the people who can play this small instrument and also something that sound like the other one.
To me, the song had three sections basically, like with the acoustic guitar section, and then it kind of like remained kind of like the grounding layer of the song. But then we heard like two different, very distinct layers, like in the second section and then toward the end of the section. And I couldn't help myself but picturing kind of like maybe an opera or like a musical, or basically like a show that has music and story and instrument and singing and dancing all together. I mean, it could be opera or like a musical or anything, or like even a theater. But it's the part of the show that this piece does not really help with the storyline that much. It's kind of like a filler song. It just brings all the drama down a little. You see, you had like all the drama happening before and after that, and this is kind of like a calm moment, kind of like a introspective moment to reflect on all the maybe thoughts and whatever happened. And those three sections were maybe three different characters that would come on the stage, kind of like have a moment, maybe have like some inner thoughts that you're hearing out loud, or maybe they're like lying down, as he said, and then they're just their thoughts before going to sleep. So it had kind of like that feeling for me that is not necessarily a story. It's just a moment of reflection, and then we hear three different characters. I don't know what the inspiration was before this song, or maybe what they were going for by like introducing different layers as the song went by, but I just like I had all that picture in my head that okay, this is it. And then I could even picture like the maybe more like high pitched instrument, like maybe like a little boy, like not even like all adults, but some of the characters are like maybe a little boy coming and then playing around and having some thoughts. It's nothing that serious or that deep. It's just like some thoughts that are not maybe necessarily that heavy either. So it just, the whole thing had kind of like a theater scene for me, or like an opera scene for me, that is just people are going and coming back and forth. It was very interesting. It was a very different side of ELP than what I expected, I would say, but I really liked it because it was kind of like still had that maybe some complexities, the harmonies you could hear, the layers were very creative, so it had still that progressive rock influence, but at the same time it was kind of like a minimal progressive rock, kind of like simplified to some extent, like minimalistic kind of version of that. So we want to thank you, Ted, for suggesting this beautiful song, and thank you guys for watching us. We hope you enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you want to support us more, there's a buy me a coffee link in the description, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.
Bye.